Hey guys, I am MrZombario. This is going to be a series, I guess, if you want to call it that. I'm posting one of my zombie games that I played the other day. This was a great game, I tell you. Like, I did, well, you'll see, I don't go down once at all in this, and, you'll see what happens. I get really far, the farthest I've ever been, and it was a lot of fun. It took me like 3 hours, and I actually had to pause in between because I had to go somewhere to the mall. I had to pause a couple of times actually. Like, I hate it when you're playing in the middle of a zombies game and you have to go to the bathroom. It's like, oh gosh. But anyways, on to some zombie strategy here. I always recommend, with the 500 points that they give you, I always recommend getting quick revive if you're playing solo. Like, you just don't do that. Like, I saw, or don't skip that. Like, I saw Spider Bite's video, Ascension on solo, and like, he's good enough to where he doesn't have to buy quick revive right away. But if you're a not awful player, but not amazing player, I would definitely get it. So I know how I said in the last video, just go to knife. That was only in like 2-player, in like co-op, or 3-player, 4-player. Multiplayer, I guess. In solo, especially on Ascension, you want to go ahead and just sort of, yeah, just use up your pistol, because the way it works in here is you basically get 1750 points and then you leave and go to flopper. So, I mean, if you can buy the MP5K, why bother buying the M14 if it's going to be useful for 2 rounds? You know? I mean, I just conserve the points and buy something that'll last you like 5 or 6. I think I go with a fairly long time, actually. But, I mean, there's no reason to buy a gun in the first room. It's just completely pointless. Unless it's on, like, Kino or something, which I may or may not, depending on, like, how fast they are. I haven't played Kino in a long time. I love Ascension. It is so much better. As you can see here, I am knifing a lot. You want to knife in the first couple rounds. If I had more ammo, like, if they give you a max ammo drop, put 8 rounds into these guys, then knife them. As you see here, like I said, I had 1750 points, and I just opened it up, got the MP, and I'm getting the MP5K. And that's just a smart thing to do. There's no reason to spend 500 points on a gun. You're going to use 1 round so you can stay in a room 1 round longer. And that's one thing I like about Ascension, is like, you only have to open 1 door to get to my camping spot. Like, you don't have to open like 50 doors like you do in Kino, or open all the doors, I guess. But, I mean, it makes it a whole lot easier. And I mean, I agree with people. They say that Ascension is the easiest map, and it is. By far, it is. I think Kino is medium, but then Call of the Dead is definitely the hardest. I mean, even Zilfie was saying, like, it's pretty hard. If I had a person who, like, if we had some sense in that last video, we probably could have gotten a lot farther. But I still don't even know where Jug is in that map. Like, I guess it's just I haven't watched enough footage on it, but I don't know. It's just, like, I haven't had time to really play it with, like, school stuff and all that stuff. But anyways, back to the actual zombie footage here. In the 3rd round, like, if we got this open up, they're gonna spawn mainly in the centrifuge, because there's more windows, and that's where you started out, or where I started out. So I kind of stayed in there. Only like 2 or 3 zombies came out through these, if that. Like, only one that I saw. But yeah, sorry, I'm kind of tired right now. But oh, and one thing I probably should go over, how I'm going to divide this up. Like, the way I'm doing it in different parts. So like, that should make it easier to watch, I guess. Like, I'm not, also easier for me to commentate. I mean, honestly, I'm I'm not really good enough to where I can actually commentate for a full 2-hour game session. Because that's pretty hard to do. I might get a couple of co-commentators, I don't know, maybe, but I think it's going to be pretty good. I've actually edited the entire thing. I've got 9 parts of this, so this is part 1. But yeah, and so basically what I'm doing here, this is the my strategy for Flopper, and eventually I'm gonna, like in one of these games or something, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, show you the strategies for over by where the box is, over by what is it, Pack-a-Punch. There's that little ledge there. Also, there's a strategy for inside the actual room of Pack-a-Punch, but that's a little bit more awkward to do in solo because you have a lot of zombies coming at you, and they're coming at you from all directions. I find this a lot easier because you have a lot more room to maneuver. It's a lot easier when they get fast, too. Like, as you can see, I'm kind of hurting them up, but I'm not running in a complete circle. Because if you run in a complete circle, you just kind of get trapped. So if you kind of group them up and then keep them against the ledge, then it sort of keeps that entire back of the stage open for you to run in if you get stuck. And that's the best thing about this strategy is, like, it's a really simple to use strategy. Oh, also, one thing on death machines, well, 2 things, I guess. One, you always want to keep moving with those things, because if you just sit and shoot, then it's not really going to help you that much, because you're going to get flanked or something, especially in this strategy. But also, don't get them after round 8 or 9 or 10-ish, somewhere around there, because they're just ineffective. And they slow you down so much that it's not even funny. Like, you move slower than you do with an HK. And, I mean, I'd rather have an HK because you have more ammo and more mobility. And, I mean, it's about the same power, I guess. I mean, if the MP5K takes about, like, 5 shots to kill it this round, then, I mean, the HK's got to take, like, 2. But... And spoiler alert, I do eventually get the HK, but I probably won't get it in this part. But yeah, see what I did there? Like, I kind of ran around him and sort of... You always want to go through a hole if you can find it. And see, I was about to get cornered there. Had I been running a circle route, I would have gotten cornered there. But I didn't. I left that space open. I kind of kept him in towards the middle, and I was able to escape. Like, that probably would have been my first down had I run into that group of zombies. And that's also another thing with this strategy. You want to be really careful when you don't have Jug. Because if you're trying to run through a hole, you're going to get double slapped and you'll get down easily. That's happened to me so many times before until I sort of perfected this strategy. And I mean, I didn't invent this strategy by any means. I saw it on YouTube. I forget who was doing it. I think it might have been Syndicate. But also another thing. Whoa, I think I saw lightning. Oh well. Another thing, you want to waste all your ammo before you grab a max ammo. I mean, yeah, you get an extra clip, but you're still using that extra clip anyways. And the reason I did that was because I realized that this guy was a slow crawler. Also, by about round 6, you should have enough points to go and buy Jug and turn the power on. I barely have enough here, but you want to have it by round 6 or 7, just for the fact that they get faster and stronger, and you're gonna have to dive through more holes. And as you see here, I don't hit the box. Like, there's no reason. If you have to choose box or Jug, you always choose Jug. Like, that's one thing. I said that before in my other video. It bothers me when people overly hit the box. Because if you don't need a gun, then you don't need to get a gun. Like here with the MP5K, this is a perfectly good gun until like round 15. I mean, it works. Okay, maybe not round 15, but still pretty late up in the rounds I keep it. I mean, I definitely keep it pretty far. But, I mean, there's no reason to hit it. Oh, also one thing I should note about this. I was so relieved that this was not monkeys, because if it was, I would have lost Jug, and I would have no points to buy it back, because I didn't have enough points to open the door that connects Quick Revive and Jug. And if I didn't do that, I would have had to choose quick revive so that I didn't lose it, and I would have lost Jug. And I wouldn't have had Jug for this round. And that would have been extremely bad. Because right there, I mean, I could have gotten double slapped, and that would have been the end of me. Or the end of one of my lives. Also, when you're running this, you want to watch out that you don't get stuck in that little corner beside the box, because they'll corner you and trap you there. So yeah. Also, you want to, when they're at these differing speeds and stuff, what I always do is I kind of take out the fast ones, like the ones that are full on sprinting. Like there was one of them, I guess you saw it, but there was one of them that was sprinting, and I went ahead and took it out, because those things will mess up your strategy, because you will have to run away from, that was risky there. Thought I was going to die. But, like that guy was running, that'll mess up your entire strategy, because you have to run away from him, but you also have to keep the other ones in line. And, I mean, you just don't want to deal with that. Like, that's all there is to it. You just don't want to deal with that. You want to keep them all in a nice, grouped up bunch. And if one's just coming at you out of the blue away from the pack, just go ahead and kill it. Also, see here how I don't gain the nuke? Check my points now. I'm at 27, or 28 now, I guess. With the nuke, I would have gotten up to 32. Actually, I was at 26 when I first saw the nuke. So I'd have gotten up to 30. With killing like maybe 2 zombies, I get up to, let's see how far I get before I run out of pistol ammo. La-di-da. See, I'm at 38 now. Get up to 40,000. I mean, it's such a better deal to shoot with a pistol. 42, actually. Like, you don't want to, unless there's like 1 zombie left, you don't want to get nukes. Here's another important point I should bring up. You always want to leave enough points to where you can buy back Jug and Quick Revive. Like, I don't go down here, but if I had, I'm pretty sure I leave enough points after I believe I go, yeah, I go hit the box, don't I? Yeah, I do. You want to leave enough points to where you can buy back Jug and Quick Revive. But that's about all for this. This footage is about to end here. I do get rid of the pistol, get the CZs. Just comment, rate, subscribe. More videos of these will be coming as soon as I get them out. I'm going to release them like one day at a time, so you guys have something to watch. But thanks. Bye.